Muy buenas a todos, hoy nos encontramos en el segundo video del canal, continuando la aventura de Jack, Dragon Age. Y nos habíamos quedado en que teníamos que ayudar a Jowen a escapar porque supuestamente lo van a convertir en tranquilo, o sea, le van a quitar todas las emociones. Y esta señora que está acá es la novia, pero en realidad es de la capilla, entonces no puede tener relaciones amorosas y también tiene que irse corriendo de acá para que no la destituyan o las maten. No sé si las matan, la verdad. Así que tendríamos que ir... ¿A dónde? No tengo idea. Dirígete al sótano de la torre. Y el sótano... supongo que estará en la primera planta. Ahí está Owen, otro tranquilo que no siente nada y siempre te saluda de la misma forma. Me encanta porque nadie nos pregunta por qué estamos tres personas corriendo por el lugar sin yo con un casco y un bastón mágico, una chica de la capilla y un aprendiz, pero no importa.
Very well.
Nos vamos. Así de fácil se escapa del Círculo de Magos, el lugar más seguro para los magos.
The Chantry calls this entrance the Victim's Door. It is built of 277 planks, one for each original Templar. It is a reminder of all the dangers those cursed with magic pose.
La puerta maldita.
Initiates must learn the Circle's history if they are to work with Templars and mages.
¿Cómo pasamos la puerta? Supongo que con la varita de fuego que conseguimos.
The doors can be opened only by a Templar and a mage entering together. The Chantry provides the password which primes the ward, and the mage touches it with mana to release it. The ward only responds to the touch of one who has been through the harrowing.
O sea, yo.
First the password. Sword of the Maker, Tears of the Fade.
¿Eso es todo? Ya
The
está.
password only primes the door. Now it must feel the touch of mana. Any spell will do, but hurry.
No tengo poderes de hielo todavía, aviso por las dudas. Ese señor.
Do you have the rod with you? Melt the locks off.
What's the matter? Why isn't it working?
Lily, something's not right. I can't cast spells here. Nothing works.
These wards carved into the stone. This must be the Templars' work. They negate any magic cast
Tan
within this
fácil no
area.
podía ser esto.
I should have guessed. Why would Gregor and Irving use simple keys for such a door? Because magical keys don't work. How do you keep mages away from something? Make their powers completely worthless. That's it then. We're finished. We can't get in.
Tiene que haber alguna otra forma de irse de acá.
I don't know. Do you think it's another way in?
That door probably leads to another part of the repository. What are the chances of there being another entrance?
Merece
We
la
can't
pregunta.
get into the chamber the way we planned, but we're not about to give up. We can see where this door leads, but I don't think it'll be easy. It looks locked for one. Yes, let's hope they haven't warded that door as well.
Let's hurry. We've wasted enough time. I'm not giving up. We've come
La
too
armadura.
far.
Hola, señora armadura. Uy.
Enemies approaching.
Good.
Los efectos son alucinantes. Uy, estaba viva la armadura.
Let's try to make this quick.
It's a fine thing we've done.
Blast us.
A puñetazo. Podré ponerle una armadura. O por lo menos un bastón a este señor. Para que peleen con algo, ¿no? A doler la mano, si no.
Not like this.
It's begun.
Why don't you die?
It has begun.
Se entera Irving de todo esto y me da con un palo por la cabeza. Para la colección de bastones. Estaría bueno que te dejaran tener una habitación donde pongas todo lo que coleccionas y un armario lleno de bastones. Lo abrís y hay bastones de todo tipo y color. Pero no se puede. Una lástima. Y bueno, vamos a ver si podemos salir de acá, si nos vamos, si nos escapamos, si nos encontramos con 800 soldados. Esto no supone ningún peligro excesivo, creo yo.
As you say.
¿Podré tener una capucha al final y no este casco ridículo? Pero el casco ridículo me da más cosas que el coso de mago. Así que me lo voy a quedar puesto. Es como la típica de es súper feo pero tiene buenas estadísticas. Suerte que son armaduras, pues. Sueltan sangre igual, no sé qué tan no humanos son, no tengo idea. Uy, dragones también. Todos muertos. Todos muertos, todos muertos. Sigo diciendo que para hacer la torre de magos más segura de toda la zona, el Círculo de Magos, hay como muchas cosas, ¿no? Una cueva ahí llena de arañas. El lugar donde guardan la sangre de todos los magos para perseguirlos está lleno de soldados y bichos. Porque en realidad ni siquiera te preguntan a ver qué es acá. Simplemente te atacan. ¿Por qué no aparece?
I shall do it.
Tengo un poquito de vida. Seguir explorando y creo que vamos a subir un nivel. Vamos a seguir aumentando la magia. Y seguir parlamentando. Está bueno parlamentar. Armas llameantes. No es una de las habilidades que más me guste. Pero la dejamos activa. De última tenemos armas llameantes dentro del equipo. En realidad es ella la única que tiene, pero... Y para ser una chica de la capilla reparte unos buenos espadazos. El otro día me pasé, quería grabar un video de, no sé, 30 a 40 minutos y me quedó de 1 hora. Estuvo 8 horas subiéndose a YouTube y haciendo la renderización. Una locura, porque tampoco es que tenga el mejor internet del mundo. Pero bueno, tampoco es que haya avanzado un montón. O sea, es un juego que tiene mucha historia, mucha cinemática, entonces pasa rato enseguida y no avanza nada. Todos muertos. Sigo diciendo que eso no son armaduras,
We'll need another way into the phylactery chamber. Let's explore the repository.
Sí. Sí, porque de nada de nada sirve escapar si no destruyen las botellitas de sangre, porque los van a perseguir y los van a matar. Mejor que el mío. Palito de madera.
There's something odd about that statue.
A ver, es espeluznante, sí.
Greetings.
Maker's breath, did it just say something?
I am the essence and spirit of Eleni Zenovia, once consort and advisor to Archon Valerius. Prophecy, my crime, cursed to stone for foretelling the fall of my lord's house.
Oof.
I'm not sure. The Archons were the lords of the Imperium.
Forever shall you stand on the threshold of my proud fortress, he said, and tell your lies to all who pass. But my lord found death at the hands of his enemies, and his once proud fortress crumbled to dust, as I'd foretold.
Y vos estás condenada a ser una
A
piedra.
Tevinter statue. Don't listen to it. The Tevinter lords dabbled in many forbidden arts. This is a wicked thing.
No eran tan malos.
It must have been here for years. Look at the dust. I feel a little sorry for him. Her.
Weep not for me, child. Stone they made me, and stone I am, eternal and unfeeling. And I shall endure till the Maker returns to light their fires.
Súper definida la cara, los ojos y todo.
Ambiguous rubbish. It could mean anything. I can do it too. The sun grows dark, but lo, here comes the dawn.
Stop talking to it. Please, both of you.
¿Por qué?
Come on, Jowen. Let's go.
¿Ya está? La dejamos ahí a la
that
piedra.
old wall's about to come down any moment.
Un lobo.
It has begun.
What do you think this does?
Why does the Circle keep so many Tevinter artifacts in storage?
It's
Porque
history,
guardan
then.
secretos,
And
igual
it's
que la iglesia.
fascinating. I've seen pictures of things like this. They amplify any spell cast into them. I bet we could use this to break into the phylactery chamber. See where the mortar might be decaying behind that bookcase? Let's take a closer look.
Vamos a mirar a ver qué hay ahí. Una pared media
It should
rota,
be pretty
capaz.
easy to get this out of the way. If we work together, we can shift it. Come on.
Apártala. Re amargado. Cómo se ahorraban la cinemática
Now we
de
just need to find a
la
way to get
animación
through
de
this
correr
wall.
la librería haciendo un mini corte.
Use this with the rod. I'm sure it'll work. Hurry, the clock's ticking.
Sí, calma. Y de repente una varita de fuego lanza una bola de
This
fuego.
is the phylactery chamber.
We must find Jowen's phylactery, quickly.
Would you destroy yours too if it were here?
Y la verdad que sí.
You still can. I don't think they'd be able to catch you once you're out of here. You'd know how to evade them. You're clever, not like me.
Let's just find my phylactery.
La verdad que no me gustaría tener
shall be
Tuvieron un
done.
artefacto que podrían rastrearme por todo el reino.
Don't be a fool!
Do my best!
Una bomba. Muertos todos. Y aquí la sangre de todos los magos de acá adentro. Estaría bueno destruirlas todas, La encontré.
I'm so nervous things will go wrong. Lily and I will get married somewhere. Away from the circle and its rules.
Muy buen plan, la verdad.
Perhaps in the outskirts of Ferelden.
Or in Orlais. Just far from here. We'll live a quiet life. Away from magic. Maybe we can buy a farm one day.
Tiene todo planeado el Johan.
Well, let's just concentrate on what we're doing.
Yo solo quiero que sean felices, tengan hijos y a alguno le pongan Jack. Uf, porque era la más grande.
That's my phylactery! You found it! I can't believe this tiny vial stands between me and freedom. So fragile. So easy just to be rid of it.
Este hombre está loco,
End its hold over me. And I am free.
Only apprentice phylacteries are stored in the Circle Tower. This tiny room could not hold the phylacteries of every mage who has passed through the tower doors.
Bueno,
Come
eso
on,
tiene razón.
We're done here and we should leave.
I do not want to stay here a moment longer.
No sé qué le van a decir a todo el mundo de toda la sangre que tenés encima, Me asusté. La verdad que en tema de sustos, si es un juego de terror, me da pánico jugar, pero
We did it! I can't believe it!
por eso nunca voy a
Thank
jugar un
you.
juego de sustos.
We could never have...
So what you said was true.
Ese.
Gregor,
An initiate conspiring with a blood mage. I'm disappointed, Lily. She seems shocked, but fully in control of her own mind. Not a thrall of the blood mage, then. You were right, Irving. The initiate has betrayed us. The Chantry will not let this go unpunished. And this one. Newly a mage and already flouting the rules of the Circle.
I'm disappointed in you. You could have told me what you knew of this plan, and you didn't.
You don't care for the mages. You just bow to the Chantry's every whim.
Enough! As Knight Commander of the Templars here assembled, I sentence this blood mage to death. And this initiate has scorned the Chantry and her vows. Take her to Aenar.
the mage's prison. No, please, no, not there.
No! I won't let you touch her!
F.
By the Maker, blood magic. How could you? You said you never.
I admit, I dabbled. I thought it would make me a better mage.
Blood magic is evil, Joan. It corrupts people, changes them.
Es
I'm going
mala.
to give it up. All magic. I just want to be with you, Lily. Please come with me.
I trusted you. I was ready to sacrifice everything for you. I don't know who you are, Blood Mage. Stay away from me.
Are you all right? Where's Gregor?
I knew it. Blood magic. It's overcome so many. I never thought him capable of such power.
None of us expected this. Are you all right, Gregor?
As good as can be expected given the circumstances. If you had let me act sooner, this would not have happened. Now we have a blood mage on the loose and no way to track him down.
Es mi culpa, ¿eh?
Believe me, we will use our every resource. Where is the girl?
I am here, sir.
You helped a blood mage. Look at all he's hurt.
No es culpa de ella, ¿eh?
You've been a friend, but you needn't defend me any longer. Knight Commander, I was wrong. I was accomplice to a blood mage.
Y todavía tiene mi
I will
espada de
accept whatever
fuego, ¿eh?
punishment you see fit. Even Aenar.
Get her out of my sight. And you know why the repository exists? Some artifacts, some magics are locked away for a reason.
Did you take anything important from the repository?
Some honesty, at last. But your antics have made a mockery of this circle.
Te devuelvo todo lo que saqué de ahí, ¿eh?
And you think this excuses you? You helped a blood mage escape. All our prevention measures for naught. Because of you.
Knight Commander, if I may, I'm not only looking for mages to join the King's army, I'm also recruiting for the Grey Wardens. Irving spoke highly of this mage, and I would like him to join the
Duncan
Warden
salvando
ranks.
el momento.
Duncan, this mage has assisted a Malefica and shown no lack of regard for the Circle's rules.
He is a danger. To all of us.
It is a rare person who risks all for a friend in need. I stand by my decision. I will recruit this mage.
No! I refuse to let this go unpunished.
Siempre.
Rhaegar, mages are needed. This mage is needed. Worse things plague this world than blood mages. You know that. I take this young mage under my wing and bear all responsibility for his actions.
A blood mage escapes and his accomplice is not only unpunished, but is rewarded by becoming a Grey Warden.
Porque soy el protagonista.
Have we lost all authority over our mages? This does not bode well, Irving.
Enough. We have no more say in this matter.
We must make our way to Ostagar, where the King's army is camped. You will be initiated there. I will explain more when the time comes. You will have ample opportunity to hone your skills, I assure you. Come. Your new life awaits.
Y ahí empieza Dragon Age Inquisition. No. Todas las... ¿Cómo se dice? Las rutas terminan más o menos de esta misma forma.
We will be traveling
Si van a
south
jugar,
through the
más o menos van a
heavens
ver
to the ruin of
que van a afectar también al
Ostagar, on the
futuro.
edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kaelan, I didn't expect
A royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
El mismo.
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, Fred. Might I know your name?
No podés.
Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. I understand you hail from the Circle of Magi. I trust you have some spells to help us in the coming battle.
Obvio que sí.
Excellent. We have too few mages here. Another is always welcome. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit
El
greatly.
primero que me
with you in
trata
their
como una
ranks.
persona normal.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different. Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the Blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
El rey quería una historia para contarla a sus nietos, pero no creo que le salga como
What the
quiere.
king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here. True. Despite the victory so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Créeme que yo sí te creo, ¿eh?
Yet not enough to wait for reinforcements from the Grey Wardens of Orlais. He believes our legend alone makes him invulnerable. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay. Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits.
El querido Alistair.
Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
Y acá vuelvo a decir lo mismo. Podés simplemente ir a la misión principal y hablar con Alistair. O, por el contrario, explorar un poquito. Voy a poner un bastón que me sacaron el mío porque son unos malvados.
The Grey Warden tent is across the bridge. Find me there if you wish.
La gran pelea se viene acá, La verdad que me trae buenos recuerdos cuando jugué horas y horas y horas a este
You
juego
must be the
antes.
Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
El mismo. Mucho gusto, Chuck. Vamos a ver si está el rey.
Greetings. King Cailan is not in his tent right now? I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Teyrn Loghain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
Puede ser, sí.
That's how the Teyrn feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Teyrn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen. She's the Teyrn's daughter. He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss
Hermosa
it.
la señora esa,
As you wish. You approach the tent of Teyrn Loghain. State your business.
Loghain. Vamos a ver dónde está el Loghain.
How can you not know of Loghain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Teyrn. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Loghain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
¿Y por qué tenés los ojos tan grandes?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activity. I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for
Eso
days.
me beneficia de haber subido la persuasión.
So they don't stand on ceremony. The Ten speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Tern Logain tells him. Without the Tern, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are. I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on, then.
En realidad no, solo quiero verlo.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
El mismo.
Kaelin's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden? Marek respected the Grey Wardens. They have an honored place in the hearts of our people. But Marek would have understood that it takes more than legends to win a battle. That's not an argument I'll repeat here. I hear you're from the Circle of Magi. First Enchanter spoke highly of you.
Irving me quiere mucho a pesar de haber hecho una cagada.
So young. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you? Here for the glory, huh? Fair enough. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort. He is Marek's son and the leader of my beloved Ferelden, and a very young man. I try to keep that in mind, as should you.
Hay que respetarlo porque básicamente es el rey. No queda otra. Te caiga bien, te caiga mal.
This wretched thing is a darkspawn. They're strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword and alpha and they go down. Their blood is black.
Si fuera un pícaro, capaz que podría abrirse cosas. Tampoco creo que haya mucha cosa por acá, pero la señora rezando. Todo esto me sirve para vender después.
The wall before me is darkness, yet shall the Maker's light be my guide.
Claro que sí. Seguro que el hacedor te salva de un ogro de 20 metros. O una espada y un escudo, pero cada uno elige con qué defenderse. Aunque no creo que se señale con una espada o un escudo a algo, la verdad. La idea en realidad estaría bueno, si dieran para elegir, de esperar a todo el ejército, ¿no? De Orlais, que Orlais sería como el reino, digamos, porque el Dragon Age está dividido entre Ferelden, que es, si tuviéramos un mapa, sería a la derecha, y Orlais a la izquierda, el Imperio y nosotros, que es Ferelden, que es donde se juega el Dragon Age 1. El 2 no se juega en ninguna de esas dos partes, y el Inquisition se juega en todo el mapa.
You found our tent, I see. Is there something you need? Alistair can help you with those. I had hoped he would be back by now.
Bueno. Y si quiero preguntar a vos, ¿qué?
Welcome to the King's camp, my lord.
I do not wish to speak. Not before the battle begins.
You there. If you have business with the Ash Warriors, I suggest you speak to our commander.
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Tern Logain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
No.
This isn't good. I hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help.
¿Cómo van a sacrificar un perrito tan bonito?
This is a Mabara, smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help. I need him muzzled first. You're a Grey Warden, or soon will be. All wardens are immune to the darkspawn taint. The most you have to worry about is some tooth marks. Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
Muy bien, vamos.
Well done. Now I can treat the dog
Matar al
properly,
cachorro, al
poor
perro, ¿te
fella.
imaginas?
Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon? There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white, with a blood-red center. The wilds are off limits to non-soldiers, and I have many other hounds under
Sos un
my
vago,
care.
básicamente.
If he doesn't get it, chances are he'll need to be put down.
Voy a conseguirte una, obviamente.
In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
Obvio que te voy a ayudar.
We stand here in
Dejar que
this
se
hour,
muere.
good
Pobre
folk
perro.
of Ferelden, and we contemplate.
What do we have here? I heard the new Grey Warden recruit was from the Circle. I don't believe
Es
we've
Wayne.
met, but I've certainly heard a lot about your talent. My name is Wynne, and I congratulate you on your harrowing, marvelous work. The Fade is a dangerous place. Oh, you know all there is to know already, do you? Irving said as much about you. Remarkable self-confidence. So, a Grey Warden, fighting alongside the King. Not too shabby for someone just out of apprenticeship?
Sí. Confío en mis
Good.
habilidades.
You'll need them when you face the Darkspawn. Mages have always been pivotal in the fight against the Darkspawn. Perhaps you'll be the one to turn the tide this time.
¿Vos crees, Wayne? No lo sé, ¿eh?
Some. Do you? Do you know about the connection between them and the Fade, for example?
No, pero ¿me puedes contar?
Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City. Sadly, no. They are kin to neither the gentle Fade spirits nor the malevolent demons. Shamefully, they were once the souls of men. Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found
Siempre
a way
los
into
magos,
the
los
city,
malos.
it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
Claro, esa es la historia que te cuentan al principio, que eran los magos de Tevinter que se metieron o intentaron meter en la Ciudad Dorada y cuando llegaron no era nada que ver.
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
Cosas de la capilla.
Advice? Never. You young ones know all there is to know about the world anyway. Why would you need advice from an elder? But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Death is no failure.
Me caes muy bien, Wayne.
Should it
Que
find
sepas.
you, it will not have failed.
Muy bien.
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting, you know.
No tengo ningún deseo.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes. So let it be.
El pergamino de la ruina.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
Sí.
Sir Jury is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arl Eamon. You have the bearing of a man who knows how to fight. If I may ask, were you a soldier before you came here? I had heard mages join, but, well, I had not, that is... Yes, I apologize.
No somos malos, ¿eh?
I have always found magic unnerving. I should be pleased that in this case it will be on our side. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Tiene un poquito de miedo a la magia.
You may not want to remain here long, Warden. Most of these men have been tainted by the Darkspawn blood.
Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now.
Bueno. Quería ver qué había nada más. Otro cofre que no podemos abrir.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me? No. They put someone like me in a cage until someone important has time to decide what to do with me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you? All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving. I'm a deserter, or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way. I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water.
Bueno, calma, calma.
You're a funny one. They won't listen to you no matter what you think. Not that I wouldn't mind you trying. You're a good sort. And it's not as if they're wrong. I probably would have deserted later. Just not when they caught me is all. Hope that doesn't spoil your opinion of me. I'm still hungry enough to eat my shoe. I expect nobody thought of it with all the battles and such. Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Vamos a pedirle algo de comida al guardia.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter.
Bueno, calma.
They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example. They say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right? Why does anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going to die and he's a bloody coward, that's why. Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the Darkspawn will drag you off and eat you. I can't just let him go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else. Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
En realidad sí.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine. All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs.
Porque soy buena gente.
I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Obviamente que
Much
tengo tu comida.
obliged. You're a kind soul, you are. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you.
Aunque me gustaría liberarte, la verdad.
You got your food and water. Now off with you.
Pero bueno, no me da la opción de poder liberarte.
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be. Me? I was hoping for a comely lass with golden hair and terrible eyesight.
Ha 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 ha.
The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they'd cook this ritual up just for our benefit. I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds. We're right on the northern edge of the Kakari Wilds here, miles and miles of savage country. My home village isn't far, and I grew up on tales about the wilds. Even been in there a few times. Scary place.
Súper miedoso, sobre todo porque dicen que hay brujas, ¿eh?
Cannibals, beasts, witches, and now Darkspawn. What isn't to be scared of? It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice. I've got nowhere else to go after what Duncan saved me from. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Ya tenemos a un arquero, un guerrero y ahora falta Alistar. Querido caballero Alistar. Este señor debe ser el señor que vende, ¿no?
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain. Blast it. Where did she go? That suit better be patched up when she gets back or by the maker up. Oh, pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. I'm the quartermaster. Did you come for supplies? Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some
Goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you
El
understand.
contrabandista.
Let me know what you'd like.
A este señor podríamos venderle todo esto que no vamos a utilizar. Eso no. Todo, vendo. Y esto. Y de acá estas cosas que no sirven para nada. Y a ver qué tiene de la venta, si tiene algo interesante, no creo que tenga nada interesante. Ahora tengo...
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? So long as you keep it quiet.
No me alcanza para comprar esto, muy caro. Muy caro todo, señor. Otro señor tranquilo.
Welcome, young man. Yes, and you are a mage of the Circle. You must be familiar with the Tranquil who serve there.
Hay un mago
I
bailando ahí
create
atrás.
and oversee the enchantment of weapons and armor for the King's forces here at Ostagar. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the Circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity. It is the practice of folding magical lyrium into items
Súper
first
entretenido escuchar a estos
practiced by the
señores.
dwarves. The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff, or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so. A true mage could not. Goodbye.
Gracias, señor, por su súper entretenida charla sobre encantamientos. Ahora tenemos que buscar al señor Alistar, el señor rubio de ojos claros. Junta de guerra. Acá nos vamos a juntar a charlar.
Oh, excuse me.
Otro cofre que no podemos abrir. Qué bien. Estos momentos en el cual querés tener un pícaro en el equipo.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know,
Súper simpático.
One good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together. It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage.
En efecto.
And that makes you Duncan's new recruit, I suppose. Glad to meet you. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Muy amable, ¿eh?
Right, that was the name. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before? When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started. With the mage, The Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a
la capilla dice que los magos son malos.
I was once a Templar. Not that that's all Templars do, but yes, the Chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech. Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them?
Sí, los conozco.
That makes things easy then. They'll both be back with Duncan by now. You do? Huh. That's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Sí, ya sé. Puedo controlarlos indirectamente. Ah, esta es la parte donde puedo ponerlo como defensor. Para que me cuide.
Yes?
Me proteja.
As I said, I was trained as a Templar before
Ya me
Duncan
dijiste eso,
recruited me
Alistair,
about
la
6
verdad.
months ago.
Podrías ignorar un poco el
Chantry
discurso.
raised me, and becoming a Templar was a decision made for me a long time ago. Duncan saw I wasn't happy, and figured my training against mages could double for fighting Darkspawn. Now, here I stand, a proud Grey Warden. The Grand Cleric wouldn't have let me go if Duncan never forced the issue. I'll always be grateful to him. I spent years in that Chantry, hopelessly resigned to my fate. Duncan was the first person who cared what I wanted. He risked a lot of trouble with the Grand Cleric to help me.
Porque Duncan puede hacer lo que quiera en épocas de ruina.
It just wasn't for me. I believe in the Maker well enough, but I never wanted to devote my life to the Chantry. What about? Duncan is the leader of the Grey Wardens in Ferelden, which he would say doesn't mean much, as there aren't many of us here. Yet, beyond that, he's a good man, a good judge of character.
Es el gran
I
guardián.
owe him a lot. What about you? What do you think of him? That sounds familiar. He's done the best he can with what little he has. And that includes me, I guess. You want to ask me about something else?
No tengo más
Then let's get a move on, shall we?
Nos movemos. Creo que este señor podría llegar, pero necesita más fuerza. Pero puedo ponerle estas cosas. Muy bien. Ahora estás un poquito más fuerte. Las tácticas.
We who betrayed your prophet Andraste now beg your forgiveness. Not answer.
Muy bien, Duncan. Estamos todos
You found
protegidos.
Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin.
Muy bien,
You
al
four
fin.
will be heading into the Kokari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
Súper fácil.
For the joining itself, I'll explain more once you've returned.
No será peligroso.
You weren't recruited out of charity. All 3 of you are skilled and resourceful, Alistair is the most junior member of our order and will accompany you as is tradition. Do not worry. I doubt you will need to go far into the wilds to find what you seek. Without a doubt, Darkspawn are renowned for their willingness to offer up their blood. There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
Qué emocionante.
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
¿Y si no están, qué hacemos?
It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if
Buena
it's so
pregunta,
valuable?
Alistair.
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true. Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Vamos a volver en un segundito. Pero, creo que ahora que estamos a punto de embarcar una nueva aventurita, es el perfecto momento para dejar este video de hoy y espero que les haya gustado. Por fin salimos del Círculo de Magos, ya somos un poco más libres, podemos movernos por donde queramos, en teoría. Y bueno, vamos a ver cómo surge esto del rito y a ver si podemos convertirnos en Guardas Grises al final. Espero que sigan viendo la aventura y que les haya gustado el video, que se puedan suscribir al canal, que le den like y que me sigan acompañando. Un saludo a todos, chau chau.